time I have recorded. Okay, good morning. And today I have decided to do backbends. So for backbends, I don't know exactly what shape and form they're going to take this morning, but I know I would like you to have a long scarf or your strap, please, and a block. Okay. And then you can see my yellow blanket. And that's if we go to the floor, it's nice to lie down on an extra bit of thickness, of comfort. Okay. So let's put all this here. Okay. As I said, I'm not sure what shape yet they're going to take. So first and foremost, let's go and center and arrive and land. And we first land in our feet. So let's do our tiny little movement. I'm going to call them a lining movement where up we pick up the 10 toes, we spread them, we create space between them, and we come into awareness to feel the air, the quality of the air running between the toes. Warm, cool, gentle, a bit dry, a bit damp, noticing for yourself. And it's not only the quality of the air, it's what effect does it have on you? Okay, and gently we're going to drop the little toe, and then the next toe, next toe, next toe, all the way to the big toe, coming gently forward towards your front body as you're shifting your center of axis, oops, slightly forward, and that's going to lift up your heel just a teeny height, okay? It's like I'm taking quarter of an inch, no more than that, okay? So you're really in the forward body there, and you have lift up the toes, the heels. We're going to drop one heel and then the next one, and we're bending the knees to cater for that movement. We're staying forward, okay? So we feel it is a bit of, it's firing all the muscles of the body to be able to stay forward as you step onto the heel. Okay, and then gently shift that axis back to really a beautiful postural alignment where your feet are underneath your pelvic halves. Your pelvic is underneath your rib cage underneath your shoulder, and your head is beautifully sitting on top. Beautiful. And let's shift now. We're going to rock. And you will rock from side to side. That's another really weight shift, okay? And as we do, we run through the feet and we awaken the feet from side to side. And now I've stayed in the center of my alignment. So I'm covering the whole of my feet, my heels to my toes. Feel the movement and feel my body weight. Okay, soften the knees, relax the whole body and stay there into that rocking movement. There's nothing else to do here. It's a deeply simple movement. Okay, it's a very soothing movement. It's very nurturing. It's like very much, it mirrors the rocking when we are cradled in our mother or parents' arms, or an auntie or whoever, big sister, and when they cradle you and shift you from side to side. And allowing this to happen. And allowing it so much that when you come to the right side, and my eyes are closed, I'm actually rocking all the way to my brain. Okay, so my brain hemisphere have the chance also to feel the rocking and to balance, because that's what we're doing. We're balancing our right and our left. Feet do not lift off at all. And my hips don't sway, okay? There is no fancy gimmick. It's, it's all just side and landing, and to the other side. Beautiful. And we're just going to add one of the arms. So if I'm going on my left side, I'm going to add on my left arm and my right arm. So our arms are just traveling up and down So they're taking the journey across to arrive. Beautiful. And see your arms being an extension of you, the heart-hand connection, reaching for the earth, for the mother energy, and the cosmic, the stellar. Beautiful. We're close to a new moon, actually. No, full moon, sorry, tonight. So maybe one hand reaches for Mother Earth, the other one reaching for the moon wisdom. Beautiful. And release. Okay. And now play with your pelvis in figure of 8. So that will have you from the heel of one foot across to the toes of the other side, and then on the up, move to the heel across to the toes. So think it in terms of your body placement on your feet instead of moving your hips. So toes to heel, across to toes, down to heel, across to opposite toes, down to heel, across opposite toes, down to heel. Good. So that is actually the bending of our knees, allowing all of this to happen. Okay, and feeling obviously your groundedness in that movement and the play and the sway of your hips and how it ripples through the torso. Okay, so relax arm, relax jaws, and then allow the ripple of the movement of 8, the infinity sign, to travel towards your heart, your shoulder, your throat, into your head, around the pineal gland. So bring your head in the movement, awakening the pineal gland. Beautiful. And we're going to reverse that movement. So reversing it means up, you just change wherever you were starting forward before you start back. And keep at it. Oh, allow everything else to relax. You can see, you can feel your arms going with the movement. Not doing anything, but following, being part of the movement. Beautiful. And release. Good. Okay, let's pick up those feet. And we're just going to stay back a bit. And so it's going to be a warm up for the back bend, okay? Step back and come back. And opposite side, step back, come back, step back. And you see my arms, they also come. So that's gently awakening, okay? And opposite side. Whoops, playing with my lumps here. Okay, keep at it. The next time you're stepping back with your left, stay there. Bring the arms up as we did, but bend them and bring them to cactus arm. And look up. Ooh, and that's the start of a beautiful back bend. The cactus arm, we're going to go down to the floor, fingers pointing down, back up to the ceiling and cactus. Okay, so feel that again. And you look up, but don't throw your head back, okay? Mind your neck, mind your throat. So it's really eyes going up. Beautiful. Last one. And close. And we're going to repeat this on the other side. So stepping back, okay? And step back again because we forgot that side. Okay, and then we can go inhale, cactus arm, look up. Look up. As you look up, open your shoulder as much as you can. So kind of a beautiful way of doing it is by placing your hands on top here, because that forces you to have the elbows at the level of your shoulder. And then it's a nice wide, long opening. And then you just have the arms to raise the fingers. Okay. Down, up, and keep at it. And remember to look up That's it. Beautiful. Last one. And closing this, feeling already your back bend. We keep warming up, okay? So I'm coming with both arms and they're going to rest on top of each other. If mobility is an issue, it might just be the fingers. Can be the hands, okay? If mobility is a real issue, you can take your strap. Yeah, I'm working with a strap today, not a scarf. And you just place your strap, into both of your hands, and you simply hold wherever you can hold. And you might notice that you can play a bit. Okay? See what I'm doing? I'm sliding. So keep in a state of ease. Nothing is forced. And as you may notice, in terms of postural alignment, I'm not here. Okay, that is not going to help your lower back. Okay, so I'm still very present in my alignment, opening up the chest, bringing a little back bend, and then you can look up. Okay, and those hands are going to slide down, interlace them, and allow them to slide, opening more the chest in the front. Beautiful. And release. Ooh, coming to the front, counter balancing that movement by giving yourself a big hug, nose to chin, chin to chest. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do a few wheels with the arms, going back. See, I'm going back. And as I'm going to go back, I'm not going to stay with my torso. I could stay with my torso very stable, and that would be working my shoulder girdle. But here I'm going to invite my torso to come in a movement. So creating a slight back bend and a twist at the same time. That's it. Just one arms at a time, releasing the jaws. Be really present in your feet from heel to toe, from toes to heel, right to left and left to right. Outer and inner, inner and outer. Be very present, soft knees, allow the force and the pull of the mother to be an interplay in your movement. Good. And release. I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Inhale, back. And at the start, noticing we haven't moved that much. So be gentle. And as you warm up, you might feel that your torso is coming more and more with you. And you could also bring your eyes to look at your hand. That might be a good cue to help you to move behind, to see behind you. Beautiful. And release. Okay, one small little bit of a back opening. Hands behind your head this time, pressing the head against the hand. Okay, we're going to plant our feet nice and wide here. We're going to gently soften a bit of a bend in the knees, but not too much. It's not this, okay? Because here you see my pelvis is going back, and I actually need us to have the pelvis going slightly forward, okay? So we're sending the energy of our thighs forward, the energy of our hip crease, of pubic bone, slightly forward without impacting the lower back, okay? And then hands behind your head and look up. So you'll feel like your glutes are tightening because the muscles of your glutes are getting engaged to keep you stable and steady, and that's great. Let's build up the strength into the glute. Press the hand into the head into the hand, and the hands back into the head, finding you forward in your energy with your front body. Good. And gently releasing this, releasing the pressure of hands on head, and bring your knees back underneath you. Good. Okay. So those are little movements. We're going to do one with the strap, okay? So I want you to be extremely careful for that one. So what I'll do is like being at school again. I'm going to hook my strap towards my the front of my ankle. You see that? Okay. And my hands comes above. See? So that's where we're going to be. So my foot feels free to move and keep the foot into a flexion, not a point, because the strap is going to go flex. Okay. The standing leg is really powerful, but with a soft knee. Bring your arms above your head first, and then, just pull. Now, if this is difficult, even for your arms, okay, keep a band in your elbow. That's okay. And then, even with the band with the elbow, begin to have the hands walking down towards the foot. Okay, so here it is, and you go wherever you can. From the moment you feel pressure into your lower back, you went too far. If there is a pressure into the shoulder, you went too far. Okay, in the knees, you went too far. So you measure yourself, you do yourself. It's very important on those kind of practices. Okay, the energy of my elbows now, pointing forward toward the wall I'm looking at. Yeah, and just stay there and hold wherever there is for you. Just hold it and breathe. And exhale, release. Okay, dropping the hands and back to the foot, freeing yourself from the strap, standing in your alignment, going back to feeling, to being attuned with what's happening in you and how what we just did is being manifested in your body, and how do you perceive it? How do you like it? Good. Then we're going to repeat this on the other side. So I've created a little hoop. No, sorry, apologies. I didn't do that well because I take my strap as long as I can, but behind me indeed, yeah. And then I pass my legs from front to back. And then I bring the strap up with my hands. That is it. So fine already. Don't start into your standing, into your grounding in that pose. Seeing how it feels. See where you can go with your arms. Do you need to keep the elbows bent? Can you bring the elbows and the arms up? It's up to you. Okay, and then bending that elbow, no, the knee, flexing the foot, we'll go into that. And then begin the journey a little bit and see where it goes. If you feel that your knee is walking sideways, you've gone too far. So keep really the knee aligned underneath your pelvis. That's it. It doesn't matter where you're going. And breathe. Feel the whole body being activated. Please do not jump. Recovering strategy to find my balance again. That's all. Okay. Beautiful. And release. Release, release, release. Come again into your presence and feeling the work in the back. So the one we're going to do, God, it's going fast, time goes fast, before we go to the floor, is my left arm. As you can see, the palm of my left hand is facing outward, not inward. Bend my knees, and I'm going to come and circle and come and drop my hands onto Really, my lower back, the heel of my hand is on my lower back, fingers towards the pelvis. And I'm going to repeat this on the opposite side. Good. And my hands are as flat as they can. And they're gently going. So I'm not going to move myself from my soft knees. Okay. I stay with a soft knee. I stay terribly grounded to the mother. But I inhale and look up. And I feel a gentle pull from the very top, bottom of my pelvis, where the pubic bone is, straight, going further up. It's like having a bit of an opening. And gently release chin to chest, coming back. Beautiful. So that's all the warm-up we're going to do. Let me put that blanket so you see better what I do. I'm going to be working 2 poses, maybe 1 only today because I think we're limited in time, if I understand, with the block. So pay attention, especially if you're not live with me. Okay, if you're like on the recording, this is actually a strong work. We have 1 block, and that block is going to be sitting, I just show you where better, onto our pelvis, okay? So this is where it's really important. It's going to sit here, where the bone of my pelvis is, and not here, which is the lower back. So this is not here, this is here, okay? So it's really important because if you get the block too high, you are going to hurt yourself, okay? And we don't want that. So the block is going to be there, really sitting on your big bones. How we go there? I'll show you. You keep the block beside you or even already in your hand. So I have it in my left hand, it could be your right hand, it doesn't matter. You're going to bring yourself as if you are going into a rolling bridge. Enough lift that you can easily come and place your block. Okay, and you sit on it and you see, am I on my pelvis? Okay, you can even experience it. You'll see straight away. So, ooh, if you feel the edges of your block, if it's sensitive, you are on your lower back. So come down on the pelvis. Your arms stay by your side. Okay, and your knees stays bent, and see how that feels for the moment. And if it's terribly accessible, you're going to lie down or bring the left leg down to the floor. And you're going to start breathing into the belly. And the intention here is to really bring all the releases, all that we carry on our shoulder, all that we carry on our back, and giving them a chance to be moved. If the left leg is nice down, and if you want to bring your right leg down, feel free to bring the right leg down. Allow the toes to fall on the side if they want to. There's a full relaxation here into your lower limbs. The lower half of the body is fully relaxed. And you breathe in the belly, and you allow that belly to expand, to go into that forward and sideways expansion. And with each exhale, to bring it back, to hug the spinal column, emptying your belly of all the air, and back again. If this pose is already too much, bend the left leg, okay? Because we've been, and stay 1 leg down. We haven't done the single right leg yet. If you're happy with your left, please feel free to bring the left arm above your head. So now I have 3 of my limbs extended. And if that's okay, let's go and bring the right one above to meet the left hand, right hand, left hand, resting on the floor above your head. palms facing up. And keep breathing in and out in the belly. And then from the belly towards the lower half of your lungs. And in that case, you empty the lower half and then empty the belly. Okay, so you fill in belly first and then the lungs. And when you exhale the lungs down. You empty your lungs first and then you empty the belly. And without forgetting to feel and sense the back, as the back is also receiving the benefit of the breath in the movement, especially when you travel into your lungs. Beautiful. And release. Very gently, you're going to bring the right arm by your side, followed by the left arm. Then bring your right leg towards the block. Knees is bent, heel towards the block. And then do the same with your left. Okay. You're going to press the feet and don't go too high, just enough to free the block. And slide that block out from you. And gently bring yourself to the floor. You can keep your knees bent here. Or you can bring the legs down, noticing what you want to do. What is your body telling you to do? And then enjoying that opening. Taking both knees, bring them back to the chest, giving yourself a hug by wrapping up your legs with your arms, rolling from side to side. My feet are flexed. And then on my next exhale, I'm going to lift my head, chin to chest, to bring my head towards my knee, rounding up my body. And that again is counterbalancing what we just did here in the back bend. Good. And release the head first. And gently come to the one side. The side where you can actually look at me, give you the explanation for the other back bend, or if you want to sit again, and while you're seated, if you can wrap yourself up because you feel you need more of that, feel free to do so. The next back bend that we do with the block, okay, is you bring that block underneath your shoulder blades. So pretty much where we have our bra straps, okay? So you will know, once you're on the floor, you will know if your block is well placed by testing, can I move freely my shoulder blades? If you can, your block is at the right place. If it feels like you're getting stuck, it's sore, it's heavy, you are sitting on your shoulder blades. So please, in that case, bring your block down. If it's sore around here, your block is too low, so please bring it back up. So really for ladies, and we are take yourself underneath your breast, you know, where the sternum is, and then find with your hand, if you're unsure, find the bra strap. Okay? The way we go into the movement is slightly more difficult because we need to target it. So I'm going to place my block pretty much where I think I'm going to be. I'm going to come to the side of my body, okay? And I can already place, my block here. I say, oh, okay, I feel where my bra strap is. And then I fold to the side. So do look, because it's a bit more tricky. If you have any doubts, don't do it. You can repeat the one we did before. It's not the same work. Okay, here, before dropping my head, I feel my arms. Can my arms move? Oh yeah, they can move. So I know I'm well placed. Last thing, ladies, last thing. Sometimes oh, the grounds feel too low for people. I have to say it. I have a lot of my students who can't take this because it's too low. Should it be the opposite? That's why I don't go now. You take another blanket or a another block, and you go and place it. And again, it's an adjustment. But once we've adjusted once, we know for the time after. Okay? So up, I'll go back. Yes, I'll do my test again. Ooh, yes, much better. All right. And I come down. Okay. And then feel for your head and your neck. We are all different people with different anatomy, different needs. So please pay attention to what are your needs. Okay. And here again, just come into the pose. Land there. It's a really strong back bend. Don't misunderstand that. We are opening a part of the spine that we don't actually, that doesn't move very much. So sometimes it's just enough to be there and to go and breathe and to release. Unclenching the teeth, releasing the tension in the jaws, releasing the tension in the back of the head, all that thinking, all that front thinking, that back, letting it all go, releasing the neck, releasing the shoulder, arms up by the side of your body. Okay? And keep breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, if this is okay, you might feel it. If there is a pull somewhere, you could adjust a little bit with your knees from side to side. If you think, oh, that's enough for me, you stay there. Otherwise, you travel down one leg at a time. So notice the effect of one leg down before bringing the other one. Okay, you are on your own in your room, and because I'm demonstrating, I can't see you. Okay, so be very wise with yourself. It's not a business here of no pain, no pain, no gain. Pain is not wanted. Let's be clear. Okay, so be careful about what you're doing. And see, so I went to drop my 2 and see how that feels for you. And again, close your eyes and travel inward. And with your breath, feeling where the energy is flowing, what is open, what is not so open. And if you have it in you and if you want to explore it, take one arm behind you. And again, here I have actually a blanket, so you could actually rest it on the blanket, which will bring your arm a little bit less slower. So you can find some grading in your back bend. And then the opposite side. And you can keep your elbows bent, which would lessen the top of the back bend. So you have so many ways to make this back bend your own. Beautiful. And we won't stay here for too long because it's a stronger back bend. So you bring the one arm back and then the second arm back. Good. And you bring one leg back by bending the knee and resting on the sole of the feet. And then the next one. To come out of the pose, you're going to roll onto one side. You roll onto one side. And then with your free hands, your free arm, you grab the block and you move it away from the mat. And you roll back where you were without the block underneath. And breathe out. Once more, you can bring your whole body back down to the floor. Feel your back, feel the lengthening you may have gained. There might be some other words coming to you to describe your state of being right now and what quality is present in your back. What is the connection between your back and the ground compared with what it is usually? Good. And gently bringing your both knees to the chest. Again, giving it the hug. Same walk as earlier on, rolling from side to side. And then inhale, and with the exhale, chin to chest, lift the head. Keep rolling if you want to. Or give yourself even a bigger hug. Rolling onto the one side, taking your time. If you need to be there longer, you could be there a little bit longer. I'm aware that it's 1:45, but I just want to do a last thing for you. Okay, but first off, you come back, and that might actually be enough. And if it's enough, go and enter your quiet space. Otherwise, just for a little test and a kind of body awareness, step back into that work and see where this is going. Listen to the conversation of the straps, the body, compare with what it was earlier, and let it slide. And of course, you can repeat this on the left side. So my left side is behind me, and I lift. Remember to flex the foot so that the strap doesn't fold. And notice that I'm not going forward here. I'm not going towards the dancer pose. I'm staying in my standing. And release. Okay, coming back to where it all began. In your feet, in your connection with the mother, in your ability to come and stand on your 10 toes, on your heel, in your ability to open up the channel to receive the healing energy of the mother and have strength as well, and to feel it flowing through your body, through the legs, into the pelvis, intertwining, releasing again, coming to the next chakra, feeling that healing, protective, nurturing mother energy traveling up through the body. And the mat, they keep crossing those two strands above the head and reaching out further to the celestial, releasing. One more like this. So that will take the whole length of your inhale. So a deep, gentle, long inhale, starting into the feet, into the legs, crossing in Muladhara, and then Svastisthana, the sacral one, going into Manipura, the solar. Good. Anahata, heart. And keep going to the throat, Vishuddha, and to the pineal gland and our third eye, Ajna, and finishing above your head, the crown, Sahasrara, and meeting into the sky, your soul star chakra and beyond. Releasing, bringing the divine energy to envelop you, to protect you inside and out for the rest of the day. Coming up, opening your eyes if your eyes were closed, and coming into your standing, just saying, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready today.